Yo, what's up, clan? Y'all know it's Courtney live at night, and I'm back with another banger. Yo, I'm out in nature right now, so if you hear the wind and the trees and all that, that's what that is. I'm outside with my daughter, and yeah. So let's get to the video, y'all. Today, I'm back with 2C2 times, and he's going live with XXL or double XL, if I should say. They're gonna be asking him some questions that some of us have been wanting to know, and some of us may already know this information, but it's some new things but it's something I found out, like a few things I found out that I didn't really know about Toot, like, why he moved to North Carolina. He also goes in detail, not too much detail, but about the time that him and Samaria had a rough patch going on before they made it official, though. So I mean, it's a couple things that, if you want to learn more about Toot, then just stay tuned. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because once we get to 5K, y'all know I'm doing the cash prize giveaway. And y'all, I'm sorry if I sound like a little out of breath because I'm outside. But just stay tuned for the video. Here it
What's
goes.
going on, man? How
Hey,
you living? I can't call it. We excited to have you on. You on the move, huh?
hey, listen, man. I'm always moving, but I'm here for Double XL. What's the word?
Yeah, some people in here right now, so we don't even gotta waste any time. We can go ahead and crack the top off the seal. You ready to get into it? To the moment that music started feeding your soul. Like, who were some artists that you grew up on?
So growing up, I really ain't. I used to listen to like my brother and them, my brother and my dad, like my dad. I probably wouldn't even make music. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Mm, straight like
Thomas,
that.
that was who I used to listen to.
I got you. What type of music did they make, and is it different from the type that you do?
Yeah, my dad was older, so my dad like he used to make like old head music. You know what I mean?
See, one thing I could say right now is, Toot, he seems like an old soul, and right there, that just told it all. Like, he really is an old soul. He grew up on old music, like his dad, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing that makes him different from other artists. Like, their like person that they listened to was like Lil Wayne, Young Thug. Like, he didn't say that. He went straight to his pops and his brother. But yeah, let's get back to the
All right.
video.
So now bring me into your move down to North Carolina. Why did it happen?
So I moved to North Carolina just for a better, like my connection better now.
Yeah, for sure. You was a little blurry at first, but you straight now.
I but yeah though, I moved to North Carolina when I was young. When I was like probably like 12,
Okay.
I moved to North Carolina just for a better life. You know how that go, because it wasn't too much in my city, like I say. So we was just really looking for something better. I mean,
Yeah. For sure. How was that different than Syracuse? I mean, obviously the weather, I'm sure was the biggest part because Syracuse is
yeah,
like a cold hell. But what
yeah.
else was different?
I feel like I grew up fast in Syracuse.
Mm,
I mean, I grew up fast in Syracuse. Syracuse taught me how to be a man, and like Syracuse taught me how to be a man, and I can say that North Carolina taught me like substance and respect. You know what I mean?
mm.
Respect go a long way, so I can say that North Carolina taught me that.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, and you're gonna get that anywhere in the South. That's kind of how it came from me too, just being raised
Exactly.
between Syracuse and Atlanta.
Yeah. When I came here, like I can remember going to school. My teachers used to like bug out because I ain't used to like be say yes ma'am and like all that. I ain't know about none of that. Like y'all talk about yes
Yeah,
ma'am. I'm like, yo, you bugging. Like I ain't from here. Talk about yes ma'am, you bugging. Yeah. Talk about yes ma'am, what? I'm like,
yeah.
what you think I'm some type of corn? Man.
Nah, it's really like that in the South though. The South is the kind of place where like you can go to Chick-fil-A and they're gonna be serving you up like they your parent. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's just hella
That,
love everywhere.
yeah, they call you sugar dumpling and sweetie pie and all that. All the
Yeah.
nicknames, yo. Up north, it's like, nigga, stop playing. Yeah, word.
Nah, for real though. All right. So what type of time were you on when you moved to the Carolinas? Like, what type of things were you doing?
Man, I was in a whole different mode. Like I already knew we was trying to set up for a better life, and like I won't try to stress my mom out no more than when she was stressed out. So I was on the whole sports thing. Like you know
Word.
how that go. I was playing sports. I was
Yeah.
nasty too.
Okay. What'd you play? What we talking?
I played football, baseball, basketball. I played everything.
Oh, all right.
Only black kid on the baseball team. Don't
Word
care.
up. You was on your All American type of time.
Oh, what? Telling you, nasty.
Okay. What position did you play in football?
I played slot back, so I played receiver.
Oh, straight up. So you got some speed on you then.
Man, listen, I really played quarterback, but they tried to play like I was too short to see over the line.
Oh
Like
shit.
in high school, I used to be shorter than I am now. Like right now, I'm short. I'm like 5'8". But in
Okay.
high school, I was like 5'4" or something like that. Like I was
Mm,
5'4". So like they try to act like I couldn't see over the line, but like whole time like stop playing with me because I still had it on me. I
yeah.
had a cannon. I had a
Word up.
cannon. Yeah, I had a cannon. I was nasty, but I was nice at receiver though. Real talk.
Okay. I believe you. It's funny, like speaking of football, I think I was reading a interview of yours and you were saying that you told your coach that you wanted to make music and the coach laughed at you?
Yeah, he laughed at me,
Wow.
and he the same coach that tried to get me to come back to the school a couple
Wow.
years later and donate.
I was gonna say that's funny. He was laughing at you, but you laughing now just to the bank. So look at how that works
Yeah,
out.
man. I used to show. I remember I showed up to the game, to the basketball game. Because like all the coaches, like even the football coaches, be at the basketball games and all that.
Yeah.
I showed up to the basketball game, Rolex chains, flex and stunting on them.
Mm.
Feel me? That's all I know. All I know is popping. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Real
Nah,
talk.
word. That was something else I remember that you said that kind of stuck out to me. You were saying that you always have been popular, but now that you're an artist on the rise and your
Yeah.
platform is even bigger, how does that feel?
I won't lie. I'm still adapting to it. Like I got this thing where like I don't really care what nobody think. Like I say what I want. Like I'm
Mm,
that type person. Like I ain't never been the type to fall into the social media and all that. Like I dibble and dabble and I do what I gotta do because I'm an artist. But I don't really care too much for the social media, so I'm adapting to it. Because sometimes I say stuff that might hurt me a little bit. You know
mm.
what I mean? So I'm working on that right now. I gotta learn to shut up. But I don't lie, my mouth bad too though. That's something I gotta work on too. I don't lie. I'm adapting to the fame.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep it real though. But regardless, like people love you on social.
Yeah,
Your lives are like they end up popping up on everybody's TL all the time.
yeah,
So
real talk. Real talk is love.
yeah, for sure. So when did you get into making music? You moved down to North Carolina. Like when did you start making music and taking it seriously?
I started making music when I was like 15, but I wasn't taking it serious. I just started taking. I'm gonna keep it 100. I just started taking music serious like 2 years ago with my manager.
Mm,
Like first year I was with him, I was doing what I do. Like I wasn't really taking it serious, but like boom, then it had hit like all right, like this it like ain't no other route. Like this what I gotta do. This what I'm meant to do. This is my purpose in life. You know?
mm.
So I just ran with it for real, for real.
Yeah, and Red Lights, took off crazy for you, but was that the song that kind of changed the pace for you, or was it something else?
Um, yo,
Yeah, all right, we straight right
my
here.
bad, family. Look, I'm in a car. I'm on the way. I'm doing these video shoots right now. I'm trying. I
Yeah, you
got
on the
something.
grind per usual.
Man, listen, I got something major coming. So I'm in the car. I'm on the way to these. I just shot one scene. I'm on the way to the next scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure everybody get what they need, man. Real talk. I ain't dropped music for a while, so that I could drop music for a while. Forget what I'm
Word
saying.
up.
Real
Okay,
talk.
so you got a little storm coming, is what you telling us.
Man, listen, whole hurricane, for
Oh
real,
shit.
real talk.
All right, that's good news. But we was talking about you basically breaking out. So what was the song? Was it Red Lights, or was it something else that you was cooking up that really put yourself on the map?
Yeah, yeah. So honestly, I had dropped a song named Karma. And the
Okay.
song Karma, it had blew up in my city. And when it blew up in my city, like, it was like, all right, it built the name for me. It's like, this what we paying attention to now. Because, like, both cities, like Syracuse, New York, and
Yeah.
Raleigh, North Carolina, like, we ain't never had no major artists blow. Like, a lot of people don't know Post Malone from Syracuse, New York. But
Exactly.
but he was raised in Dallas, Texas. So
Yeah.
he don't really claim Syracuse. So like we ain't really never had nobody blow. So like in my city, it's like I'm looked at a little bit different. It's love. So like it'd be a lot of pressure. So boom, I dropped the song Karma. It did what it needed to do. It built the buzz in my city. And then after that came Red Lights. And Red Lights was like global. Like that wasn't like no city fame. Like that was like, all right, like they listening to you everywhere. And that's when like I
Right.
had caught wind of like, all right, like I'm a little bit famous. Like I ain't I ain't normal like
Word.
yeah, I ain't normal Tusi no more. This shit getting real.
But yeah, nah, I want y'all to leave a comment below and let me know what was your first Tusi song that you ever heard. And what do you think was the song that blew Tusi up besides Love Cycle? But I mean, if that was the first song you ever heard, by all means, leave that in the comments below. But let me know, like, what song was the one that you heard first?
You know? So yeah, that's what really
Mm. Okay, I got you. I mean, you ended up signing the South Coast Music Group, which is obviously the home of the baby. Y'all track Business is just a straight heat rock. But why was South Coast a good fit for you?
man, cause they coming in was another artist. They treated me like it was business. Like business is business at the end of the day, but they treated me like I was family, you know? And they made me a priority. And I
Mm.
don't want to go nowhere where I ain't gonna be no priority yet. You feel what I'm saying? It's like going to sign to it. It's
Yeah.
like going to, even if you gotta prove yourself, you know, like ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's like going to it's like signing to a college, you know, going to a school for an offer and
Yeah.
knowing you never gonna get no playtime. Like it wasn't like that at South Coast. You feel what
Mm.
I'm saying? So like that's the reason why, you know, I seen it all. I won't lie with this music shit. I ain't made a bad decision yet.
Mm. Straight up. I mean, the whole roster is heating up.
Yeah,
Obviously, like yourself and the baby are at the forefront of that. Do you guys have more tracks together?
man, you gonna have to see.
Oh, all right, all right. We can leave that one right there where it's at.
Yeah, you gonna have to see. You know what's so crazy though?
What's up?
Me and baby ain't like yo. Me and baby ain't never used to talk. Like feel me?
Mm.
Like baby used to do his thing. I used to do my thing. Like we used to. Yeah, I mean, we ain't never used to communicate. I was on tour with him like 3, 4 times. We like even me being on tour with him, we never still used to talk until like one time like he had told CEO he like yo look. Like our first time ever working was he had called my CEO and told him like, "Y'all want to do a song with Tusi and put it on my project." I'm like, damn, like, all right, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga want me on his project. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that shit crazy. So boom, we had ended up doing some shit, and then from there, like, that shit just kept going. You know,
Yeah. Nah, for sure. And you could tell his love on his end as well. I mean, he's done interviews and brought you up and spoke on your name, so you could
yeah.
tell.
It's like you gotta, and I feel like in this shit, man, respect is earned. It ain't just given. You know, like so. It took a lot of work to get to that point for people to even like stamp your name, but it's a process.
Yeah.
It's a process.
Nah, I heard that.
Hmm.
So one thing I definitely got to ask you, something that's consistent in a lot of your songs and a lot of your projects is just you talking about like love and pain and embracing it.
Yeah.
But it's funny because you'll talk about, dropping tears in one bar, and then a few bars later you'll be talking about dropping bodies.
Yeah.
So how do you navigate that? Like, how do you navigate, dropping both love songs and doing the street talk and being like
Yeah.
received well on both ends?
I give the people what they want to hear.
Mm,
You know, I give the people what they want to hear. I give them. I mean, what I feel like fun to the people.
mm.
But don't get it misconstrued. It's just like you gotta. I can't tell them about how I was over here with this one girl. I was over here with Lakeisha. Me and Lakeisha was trying to have a with Latricia. I can't tell them about that. I mean, I can't tell them about that and not tell them about how I was over here doing this when I was this person. So it's like it's just the versatility.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I mean, you definitely brought that spicy side on your. You went over Back in Blood, so on your
Yeah,
on your
so
little piece to that.
yeah. Uh, the Back in Blood remix. I'm gonna keep it 100.
What's up?
Um, I feel like I won't lie, to this day, I love the Black Back in Blood remix. Like my Back in Blood remix was hard.
Fact.
I done heard niggas drop worse remixes. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know how
Only
that go.
only difference was with it, people not used to that too. Like, you know what I mean? So it's easier to be like I heard academics say the realest shit. Academics said, yo, why is it that we trying to laugh at Tusi for dropping his Back in Blood remix when if Young Thug was to get on this shit, Young Thug would sound just like this,
Mm.
or before Chris Brown was stamped as Briss Brown, and all that. Like this is what academics said. Before Chris Brown was
Yeah,
stamped as Briss Brown and all that, like he was the nigga making love songs. Before Drake was, you know, able to be considered certified lover boy without being laughed at, like he was making love songs and niggas considered him to simply be a lover boy and they was laughing at that. Like,
100.
feel me? So it's like all that shit a process. And we live in a generation right now where cancel culture going on. And I feel like the only way to escape cancel culture, because I simply believe that artists cancel themselves. I don't think that artists
Mm.
like get canceled by people. I think that artists cancel themselves. And the way that artists cancel themselves is they make the situation that people talked about more relevant than it was. You feel me? And with me, it's like, nah, I ain't fuck with Back in Blood. All right, we all gonna laugh at it. Like, shit, fuck it. I'm gonna laugh with y'all, but
Word.
that shit over. On to the next.
Yeah,
On to the
nah, I mean
next. Like,
you.
yeah,
Nah, you did your thing on that, man. But you know how the people are. Like, people gonna always have something to say, especially, I could assume from an artist standpoint. It's almost like everything that you put out, everything that you say, every tweet, every Instagram post is just that much
yeah,
louder.
most definitely. Like now, it's like everything that I do is, people talk about it, but it's like, publicity. But I ain't trying to be that person. Like, I ain't trying to be the publicity person. Like, you know,
Yeah,
if you talk about me, like, let's talk about, talk about the good shit that I do. I ain't with the negative. I love everybody. My heart big. I ain't with the negative. I don't do that.
straight like that.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
you brought up Drake, so we got to dive into it, man. Now, I remember at the top of the month you tweeted, you were like the Drake of up and coming artists. So
Yeah.
I got to put on my Drewski voice real quick. What did you mean by that?
Now, I know I asked before in another video about, do y'all think Tusi and Drake can be compared, or do y'all think they're in different lanes? Do you think Tusi is the new school Drake? I really want y'all to let me know in the comments below, because I got some mixed feelings and I got some mixed questions and answers in the comments on my last video that I did. But yeah, just let me know in the comments below, what is your input or outtake on that whole Drake and Tusi situation?
Yeah, for sure. So boom, right? I feel like Drake, one of them artists who you can't put in one lane. Like
Yeah,
Drake do the rap. He can make street shit, love songs. He literally just do everything, right? Um, I feel like with a lot of the other artists, and not saying not all of them, feel me? 'Cause I don't even speak on other niggas, but like everybody got their own lane, right? Everybody got the street shit or the love songs. Like that's really what it is with us now. It's either street shit or love songs, right? With me, it's like I ain't in that. Like, and I ain't. That's not me. I feel like I do it all. I'm versatile. So that's
Mm.
all that I meant. I ain't mean like I'm on the same level as Drake. I just meant like the versatility. That's me. Like I literally could cut all the auto tune off and rap,
Yeah.
and then at the same time, at the end of the song, come back and put the auto tune on with a 49 humanizer and a 4 retune speed and sing. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Nah,
Like that
real
shit
work.
that shit that they don't know about. Like, and I do it all. Man, I edit my own music videos. Sometimes I motherfucking record myself. I don't write none of the shit that I like. Feel me like that? I just feel I don't know. I feel like I'm the Drake of the upcoming artist, and I don't mean that in no cocky way. Like actions speak louder than words. So with my next project, they just gonna have to see it.
Mm.
Now, what I can agree with Tusi on is, and I'm sorry, the trees are blowing back here in my backyard, but with Tusi saying that he is the Drake of the new artists, I'm feeling like he means, just like he said, like he's versatile. He can sing, he can rap, he can, bring the love stories, he can bring the hardcore, he's versatile. So on that note, I do agree with Tusi. But I also agree that they're in two different lanes, really. And also, like, I don't know, it's just there's some comparisons that you can make, but then it's also like, nah, they're in two different lanes. But like I said, leave a comment below, let me know your input on this.
Yeah, I heard the man straight like that.
Yeah, how I say like everybody got a lane.
Yeah.
I don't got no lane. I'm in a big ass field or a 6 lane highway, and I could jump in anybody's lane that I want to.
Yeah.
That's how I look at this shit.
Nah, for real. And just off of that, like, I know you pride yourself on this as well, but even like Arnold Taylor, which, for those of you who don't know, he's the head honcho over there at South Coast.
Yeah,
He talks about like just your work ethic and how that made him want to sign you. So you can
yeah,
see it too, you know what I'm saying? You always got your foot on the gas.
man. I'm always doing something. I won't lie. Every time I do an interview, I'm in the car or I'm at a video shoot.
Mm,
Real talk. I mean, I be trying to like I ain't like if people know I don't know how, and it's I think it's a blessing. I don't know how, but like my name's still been talked about. Like I'm on every like artist to rise 2021. I'm on every one of them shits, and I ain't been dropping no music, and I simply don't know how. Like God really got my back for real. Like God got my back because I ain't been dropping no music. So but in the meantime, it's like while I'm not dropping the music, I feel like God know that I'm working, and my fans know that I'm working. So they the ones who keep my name alive.
yeah,
For real, cause I ain't been dropping no music, but I've been shooting music videos and I still been recording. So like it's about to come like back to back to back. I ain't even for real, for a whole month I could really just sit in the crib and do nothing if I wanted to. Like that's how hard I've been working.
that's
And
what's up.
this shit don't stop me, bro. Real talk, nigga used to be homeless.
Yeah, yeah, crazy. But look at you now, though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's stuff
for
that like people look up to. I'm
yeah,
sure in
real
every
talk.
city, all across the country.
Real talk is a process. Nigga used to be homeless. You know what I mean? Like I did a lot to get to where I'm at. I be damn I stopped. I heard Nipsey Hussle say, I did a lot to get to where I'm at. It'll take more for me to damn all these people out here. It's like 50 people. So yeah. But I heard Nipsey Hussle say, I did a lot to get to where I'm at. It'll take more for me to go backwards than it is to get to where I want to be.
Mm,
And that's me. You know what? That's real shit.
yeah, damn, that's real as hell. Um,
Huh.
so you dropped a couple more questions, man. You dropped two projects last year. I know you said you kind of been cooling, but you obviously, had Platinum Heart and Poetic Pain.
Yeah.
Whatever you have cooking up now, what makes that different from the things that you were releasing last year?
I actually recorded this one in a studio. Like every song you ever heard from me, never came out of actual studio. It came out like my crib. I record all my stuff. So with
Oh
this
shit.
project, um, I got bigger producers and I actually recorded this in the studio with an engineer who knew what he was doing. Not to say I don't know what I'm doing, but shit, the engineer know more than me. And I know what I want to do, and he know how to do it.
Fire.
So like this the first project I ever recorded in the actual studio.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
It's a lot to look forward to. It sounds like it's gonna be a refined version of yourself, but you already on, so it's only up from here.
Yeah, most definitely. I won't lie, like this gonna be.
I didn't hear you. You said what?
I said this gonna be my biggest project.
Yo, if you as excited as I am about this project that Toot got coming, let me know in the comments below because I mean you heard him. Like this gonna be his biggest project, he said. And I wonder how many songs gonna be on the playlist. I want him to drop like, some song names and all that. But let me know what y'all feel about that in the comments below.
Okay. I could.
So
What's your process when it comes to making music? You freestyle most of it. You write most of it. You split it down the middle.
I freestyle everything.
That's crazy.
I freestyle everything. Real
Wow.
talk. I probably walk in this building right now. These girls gonna go crazy. They ain't got no other exit, no other way to get in. It's like it's hella girls out here right now, man.
Yeah, but that's like the Chip Skylark stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Which I also got to ask you, like, what made you bring that character to life?
man. My DJ called me that shit, man.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, my DJ called me that shit, man. My DJ called me Chip Skylark. Yo, my DJ called me Chip Skylark, and he called me. He say I'm the Black Justin Bieber.
Word.
Yeah, he's so funny. I won't lie. He called me that shit, and I just I took it and ran with it.
Yeah, I stood out too, man. I saw you got the 2C Skylark. You was
Oh
rocking on your
yeah,
neck in a few pics.
yeah, man. I got the Tusi Skylark. Let me see. Yeah,
Oh yeah, straight like that. It's gleaming at me
yeah.
right now through the camera.
You know,
Word.
with a big step on the back.
Oh yes, sir.
Show for sure.
Now that's heat. Well, all right, man. Okay, what's the backstory on that one? That's back together, right?
Yeah, it's called Back Together. So that one right there called Back Together. That drop next Friday. I had made it. You know what I mean, cause I had did something. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I had did something. I won't lie. I had thought my girl was about to leave me. But it was before we had got together. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
had did some shit, but I ain't even do nothing for real, for real. I had did some shit, but I ain't really do nothing. You know what I mean? I had thought my girl was gonna leave me. And I'm like, oh, say she ain't trying to get back together until I get myself back together. So I had to tighten up, don't let her leave me. You know.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's real though. It's like that sometimes. I mean, boy, girl, whatever it is, everybody can relate to that at some point.
yeah, for sure.
So,
So
when can fans expect that one?
next Friday it's gonna be out.
Okay. All right. Say no more, man. Was there anything else? I don't see any questions in the comments. So, was there anything else that you wanted to leave for the people?
Man, I love y'all. Continue to be yourself. Continue to have your own thoughts. Don't let nobody tell y'all that you can't do nothing.
And that's the end of the video. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know gang. It's a whole lot of clash going on in here. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And y'all, let me know what y'all think about this interview that Tootsie did. And just comment on the little stuff that he said. If you agreed with the whole Drake situation, about him and Sam and all that. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing the comments below. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.